So Taylor Swift has 6 Grammy nominations up, and I want to discuss to you what I think that she is and isn't going to win. First of all, collab of the year with Karma. I haven't actually heard too many other collaborations this year, so that might actually get it. It hands down might actually get it, but I'm not sure. Now, I know Antihero won Song of the Year and Video of the Year at the VMAs, but Taylor Swift has never won Song of the Year. I'm not sure about Video of the Year at the Grammys, but she's never won Song of the Year. And I almost feel like there's too many songs from Midnights to pick out of one of them. So I feel like it's not going to win Song of the Year, unfortunately. Besides, quite a few other good songs did come out in 2023. So I feel like as though it's not going to be that wins the award. I feel like Album of the Year, she is going to win with Midnight. She won that with Fearless. She won that with 1989. She won that with Folklore. And those really were some of her biggest albums. Yes, she really had that first #1 hit in Red. And, you know, you look at some of the other albums and then you wonder why they weren't there. It becomes a complicated story. You also have to analyze what albums came out. Like in 2020, there wasn't really that many albums that came out because of COVID, which gave Folklore a big advantage. Whereas, you know, I just think that's how it's going to go. Speaking of which, in terms of like popularity and well-knownness of the albums, which I'm just going to use my own personal subjectivity, but I really think 1989 is the most well-known album. I mean, her 3 most listened to songs on YouTube, Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Bad Blood, are all from 1989. Next, I feel like it probably is going to be Reputation. I feel like it is going to be Reputation after that. After that, it gets hard to say because at this point you start to have that difference where, like, You Belong With Me is one of her most viewed YouTube videos. I think it's at number 5 right now. That is true. It is one of her most viewed YouTube videos from Fearless, but it had a long time to catch up. Whereas Midnight, because of Antihero and now Karma, might be more well known because of it being more recent. And Lover had Cruel Summer release, but Lover was not actually really that big of a hit when it came out. That part I will say. So it gets messy at that point as to where to just put all of them. Although I will say We Are Never Getting Back Together and I Knew You Were Trouble were big hits for Red. So was 22. So Red is definitely probably somewhere in that big giant mess. Evermore and Folklore really were more ballady albums that didn't get much fame. Speak Now, I think, is going to be ahead of both of them, but Debut is going to be below them. Debut is very little well known, although it is in the Jonas Brothers concert movie, or at least it should have said No Song. But I feel like it's very OG and not the most popular, and I feel like because of Enchanted becoming a meme in the last few years, that does give it fame over Folklore and Evermore, which have not really had those kinds of memes occur. Those are just my thoughts.